Hey guys, it's me. This video might be a little controversial. Crazy to think it would be, but I want you to know this is not one of those red-pilled doomer videos, even though it might look like it. No, this is just a short, simple video meant to be uplifting. It's hard to continue on sometimes when it feels like nobody appreciates you or even likes you. As one of those straight white guys, I don't think it's entirely unfair to say that we don't really get a lot of support from anyone. I know, controversial. Swear I'm not red-pilled. You know, I think that tide is starting to turn, but it's slow. And I'm not talking about, men reclaiming their dominance, some Andrew Tate bullshit.
Oh my, I can't control my goo!
I just mean it's hard to love yourself in a society where no one is really rooting for you. This is the second version of this script. Version 1 was called Sympathy for Men, and I scrapped it because it came off as very negative and complainy. It was 7 pages about men being left behind in the workforce, in school, in relationships, and while some of that may be true, I am not a doomer channel. I want to make videos that give people hope, because I do believe that things can get better. At the very least, I think a lot of men are quietly finding their place in society again. It wasn't the place we were at before. That needed to change. But I think a lot of men are getting back into the rhythm, and I think that's great, and I want to do my part. These are all the reasons I'm proud to be a guy, outside of the fact that we all get to do the helicopter. One last thing. The great thing about this video is that a lot of it applies to any guy, not just straight guys. Straight, gay, trans, white, black, Asian. I'm talking about all men. All men who can be proud of who they are. This video is just kind of a space where people don't hate you. I want to stand in solidarity with the other guys who are just struggling to hold it together. That's it. So, these are all the reasons that I'm proud to be a guy. Reason number 1, we don't hold grudges. Very rarely do you see a guy hold a grudge. If 2 guys are mad at each other, one of 2 things is gonna happen. 1, they're gonna forget, or 2, they're gonna fight and then they're gonna forget. Either way, no one's gonna hold a grudge. It's a very effective way to solve problems. Both parties just have better shit to do and they move on. I'm not great at confrontation myself, so I really appreciate this kind of superpower we have to forget. It's just easier. Reason number 2, we can find enjoyment in the simplest things, and I think that's awesome. Let me just play a compilation to articulate what I'm talking about. That is all it takes. We need nothing else. As a man, I absolutely love that we're able to be entertained by the stupidest things. I wouldn't just call these videos satisfying videos, because there's more to it than that. Maybe it's just the rule of cool. We love things that are dumb and don't make sense, and simple as long as they are cool. At the very least, we can appreciate when something is simple. Also, random challenges. As one of the boys, you have a natural inclination to initiate a random challenge, no matter how dangerous or dumb. If I don't make it to that telephone pole before that car passes me, I'll die.
I want room service!
Hey, I found this old football helmet in the garage. Hit me with this baseball bat and see what happens. I bet you ride this sled down the hill and I'll jump over you. One time, my friend and I spent the entire afternoon seeing if we could cut down a tree using only a butter knife. We were successful, by the way. Took 4 hours, but we did it. There is nothing better, nothing more satisfying than a random challenge, and you are duty-bound to participate. Number 4, me and the boys. This one is hard to describe. You could call it the bro code, but it wouldn't be exactly right. It's more than that. Part of it is being a wingman, sure, but it's more about this natural camaraderie that develops without anybody speaking any words. This is one of my favorites. You ever play bathroom chess? I'll bet you have. There are 5 urinals. Urinal number 1 is occupied. You're walking in and your friend is walking in behind you. Which urinal do you choose? Number 3, so your friend can also have a spot, with everyone being separated by 1 urinal urinal? Or do you go number 4, checkmate? Now they have to wait because there are no available urinals. It's just the perfect game. Number 5, altruistic sex. Okay, I know that sounds immediately sus, but let me explain. It's often reported by men that the part of sex where they experience the most pleasure is when their partner is most enjoying it. If you're a guy and you've had sex, you can probably confirm this. The sex is immediately better when your partner is clearly enjoying it as well. And I think there's a certain beauty in that. You know, you can call men pigs, disgusting, only in it for the sex, whatever. But there is an undeniable altruism that is shared between all men. You could say men just want to boost their egos by seeing their partner enjoying it. Yeah, that's one explanation, and it's probably true for a lot of guys, but I still think it's great that men often list this as the best moment of any sexual encounter, when their partner is having a good time and not just them. Number 6, improved solidarity. We're actually improving a lot when it comes to solidarity between men. Andrew Tate's mostly out of the picture by now, been a few years, and a lot of the followers of those kinds of influencers are coming around to the fact that it's just capitalism disguised as self-help. These men do not want to be your friend. They want your money. But these kinds of people are starting to get called out, and they're being replaced with a lot of sports figures and people who go to the gym. I don't know about you, but in my inner circle, the video game nerds and TikTok addicted kids are turning into gym bros, and there is way worse stuff you could be doing than going to the gym. Number 7, Rambo 3. I don't know, I just like the movie, it's perfect.
Fuck 'em.
Reason number 8, we're problem solvers. Men have only a few directives driving their actions. One of those directives is to solve problems. Whenever a man's girl tries talking to him, he immediately jumps into solving the problem rather than just listening. Now, I know this isn't always a good thing in a relationship. A lot of the times, girls just want the guy to listen and not try to fix everything. But even though it's annoying, I think there's something wholesome about guys immediately trying to take away the pain. Number 9, we found the perfect conditions for friendship. Beer, pizza, and a project. Need to build a deck by hand? Beer and pizza. We'll knock this thing out in 3 hours, tops. This ties back into guys being into simple things, but here I'm specifically talking about a more specific part of men's culture. Literally all you need is beer and pizza. Even if you don't like beer, like me, you can substitute it with root beer. There is no better way to win the hearts of the neighborhood dads. Even neighbors that tend to get on each other's nerves, you introduce something that needs done with a power drill, and you say you're gonna bring snacks? Buddy, I'm dropping everything to help you finish building this tool shed. And finally, number 10, we're not afraid to tell other guys that they suck. Our humor is based entirely in tough love, but with an added sense of irony. Rarely is there an interaction where tough love is taken seriously. We know the boys are there for each other, we just don't say it. From the outside, there's a big gray area between guys fighting because they're actually upset and guys fighting because they're just having fun. And neither are actually taking it seriously. But when you're a guy, you just know. That's how you build up your friend. You tell him he's dog shit. It's hard to understand if you're not a guy, but it's one of our best qualities. There is another reason why I'm proud to be a man. It's the fact that we never needed to learn to be proud of being a man. And we're lucky for that, you know? We just did things that we could be proud of. I'm not saying not being a man sucks or anything. I am against nobody. I'm a simple kind of guy. I think success should be earned, given you have a decent support structure if you ever need it. Men are lucky just for the fact that we never needed protecting as like a group of people. And I don't think we have to feel ashamed of that fact. We got lucky, but that doesn't mean we need to feel like shit. We just kind of have that ability to work together and pull through anything. And I think that quality of pulling through anything and coming out the other side stronger is our best quality. It's what defines us. Right now, men are in a situation where we're falling behind, groups are splintering. A lot of us just feel lost and hopeless, no matter how old we are or where we come from. But we've been through worse, and we'll pull through. This is a channel that wants you to be here and appreciates that you're just being you. So thank you all for watching. I love you all. Good night.